Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here.
Hello everybody.
Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent,
United.
the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So off we go then. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air, and what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important areas. I'd expect this team to notch up a lot of clean sheets with him on board.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. And he's picked it up out wide. A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Knocks it out wide. Lovely passing, lovely movement. Tries a shot! Really nicely worked opportunity, that. Some lovely exchanges.
Nuno Mendes had the chance of finishing off a fabulous move. At least we saw some terrific high-tempo approach play.
No, he's not getting his way this time. Now it's Osimhen. He's found a way through. Bellingham. Oh, well played.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Thiaw. And it's Tonali. Quarter of an hour played. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Oh, they could break here. Oh, that's fabulous. Plays a sharp little ball here. Osimhen stood his ground strongly. Osimhen. Oh, sweet feet. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Hakimi is in a really good position out wide. Oh, that's neat. In with the challenge. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Can he get it through? And he's worked it through. So much time and space here. Wirtz! And it's come back out to him. Goal! Manchester United! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, Peter, I know from experience there are players who always seem to know where the ball's going to end up. This isn't about luck at all, despite what people say. Just keep an eye on his movement.
Manchester United are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Looking for the run. Now it's Wirtz. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Dembele. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Dembele going face-to-face with his great rival. Van Dijk defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
Well, for me, Peter, I think it's all too pedestrian and slow. They need a large injection of purpose now.
Succumbs to the pressure. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. He'll fancy himself from here. An opportunity then to pull clear here. Dembele! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Lacking in accuracy.
That's most definitely not one of his better attempts.
DiMarco. Manchester United are one up and looking surprisingly comfortable. Mbappe makes a dash for it, showing good feet. Oh, well played, lovely. Great ball, and he's in here. Oh, such a clever touch. Beraldo did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Now it's Mbappe. And it's DiMarco. DiMarco. He's had it taken off him. And the referee says that is that for the first half. And it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Manchester United go in at half-time with a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Manchester United can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break. So straight into the second half. Manchester United leading courtesy of the game's only goal. Hakimi, and he plays one through. Lovely feet. And here's Osimhen. This looks promising. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Thiaw. Tchouaméni. Sorloth currently being consciously targeted.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Vitinha. Bellingham. Oh, lovely feet, he is such a good mover. Team still separated by the game's only goal. Thiaw.
That's so good and so often seen nowadays. Don't give them time to think on the ball.
Sorloth is herring after that one. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all gone a little timid.
Vitinha. Now it's Osimhen. And he's got the beating of his man. Can he finish? And no mistake. France are back on level terms. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
Substitution for Manchester United, number 22.
So we have movement on both benches.
Coming on to
So they have it all to do again.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Bellingham gets a foot in here. DiMarco is fouled. Probably be looking to play it square from here.
Well, there's lots of movement in the box for them to pick out.
Mbappe, shot a goal! They've got to be quick to recover this.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And it's Tonali. And here's Mbappe. Stood up well to him there. Manchester United still have the cards to affect this game.
Well, the manager's got a decision to make here, whether he's happy to stick or twist.
Spread neatly.
For Manchester United, number 14,
Eze,
Sterling.
and it's
Number
Tchouaméni.
32, DeMarco. Number 18, Tonali. Number
Eze
6,
getting forward.
Dembele. Number 11,
Neither of
Mbappe.
these two want to come off second
Coming on
best.
the field,
Manchester
number
United
30,
have a free kick.
Number 17, Hakimi. Number 29, Kai Havertz. Number 13, Doku. Number 21, Kvaratskhelia. Substitutions taking place.
Kvaratskhelia. That's a good run down the left. And no, he's seen through all of that.
Manchester United really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Tchouaméni. And here's Kvaratskhelia.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Good ball, good take. Manchester United needed that. They really needed it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Thiaw. Aimed beyond the defence. Eze's cross. Defending of the desperate variety. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no... Mbappe. Real chance!
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Kvaratskhelia.
Such good technique.
He's shifting through the gears here. Gets a good foot in there. Hakimi did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Minutes has been indicated.
And No, that was never going to make it. And he's there to belt it away.
Doku.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Hakimi. Looking to play him in. Vinicius Junior receives it in a good position here. Now it's Vinicius Junior. He's had a shot! Oh, wow, that's crazy! A game of margins, a game of thrills. This might just do it. And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
And the referee brings it to a close. Manchester United can look back at this result with regret. A front foot start, but they were ultimately made to pay for their inability to kill it off. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Look, Peter, a strength in any team has to be at the heart of your defence, and I'm afraid...
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So Vitinha! Goal! France! And the game springs instantly to life.
That's the purpose and intensity they showed from the first moment. They really did fly out of the blocks here.
Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one. I doubt very much that this was in the script.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
He's in a great position here. Mbappe! He's found a way through. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Mbappe is wide and looking to get onto this. Now it's Bellingham. Tonali. Dembele. He's had it taken off him. Tries to play it through. Mbappe finding himself in space. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Decent chance! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Vitinha clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
That's destined for the flank. Mendes is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. First quarter of an hour gone.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet. They've got to be quick moving this forward.
He won't be happy with that one. Plays it through. Wirtz has the space to scheme. And that's the keeper's ball. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Hakimi, and here's the chance to counter. Ambitious ball here. Lovely ball and a real chance now. Mbappe unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Eder Militao, and it's Tonali. And here's Sørloth. Here's Tchouaméni. Passes short and sharp. Now it's Mbappe. Hakimi.
This is the time you need that pace.
Now it's Vitinha. Gets a good foot in there. Can he get on the end of this? Hakimi. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That's been cut out, well played. Bellingham. Now that looks a decent ball. Hakimi. Well read, nice interception. Tonali, and it's Van Dijk. Eder Militao, and it's Dembele.
Manchester United truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
And it's Tonali. It's Van Dijk. Schlotterbeck. Now Hernandez. Muscular approach does pay off here. Bellingham with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Out of play for a throw. Just past the 40th minute mark. Schlotterbeck. Eder Militao. Vitinha with a definite foul there. Tonali. And they win it back again. Bellingham. Dink through. Now it's Mbappe.
Added time.
It's a good run he's making out on the left. Good ball, good take. Dembele. So a temporary halt to the action. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Manchester United unable to get back onto level terms before half-time. They trail 1-0.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. Down to business again.
Manchester United can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
He is through here, and he's got his cross in. Tchouaméni. Manchester United come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
And here's Mbappe. Great defending, strong and determined.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Dembele. And it's DiMarco. Threads one in. Oh, couldn't quite catch up to that. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's got away. Now it's Vitinha. He has found the way through. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Vitinha promptly onto that, and that is that. Sorloth being hunted in packs.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 6, Dembele. Number 18, Tonali. Coming on the field,
Hakimi.
Number
Tchouaméni
13,
proves too strong.
Doku.
That's just playing it
29,
safe and simple.
Kai Havertz.
DiMarco. That's a good run down the left. In towards the back stick. Easy enough for the goalkeeper.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Now that's well seen too. So Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, there really isn't enough happening up front, Peter. They just haven't been afforded much by way of creating chances. They must start showing some bite.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And that has put paid to that. Osimhen.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Manchester United do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way.
Well, the manager's got a decision to make here, whether he's happy to stick or twist.
A probing pass. Backward it goes. Lovely bit of skill. Osimhen. Mbappe.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. To Havertz. DiMarco. Oh, that's a great run he's made from deep. Oh, it's played into the area. And he gets rid in a hurry.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Manchester United are looking to break at pace. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Well, that pass isn't the best. Aimed beyond the defence, and he's undercooked that.
Substitution for Manchester United.
So
Number
changes afoot
22.
here, and from both
This.
sides.
Number 14, Sterling.
Manchester United
Coming on the
very
field,
much running
number
into
7,
the last chance
Eze.
saloon.
Well, I suppose they need something to break their way,
Substitutions
Peter.
taking
Anything
place.
at this late stage. Manchester United really aren't making anything meaningful of their time on the ball. Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster. I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Schlotterbeck. DiMarco. And it's Tchouaméni.
There will
To
be 1
Havertz.
minute added
And
time.
here's Mbappe. That is good strength. Oh, shooting chance! And that would have been some goal.
Yeah, I think he's a little annoyed with himself there, Peter, because he did pretty much everything right up to the end.
And that is that. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort. Stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. We are just getting started. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Now that looks a decent ball. And he thumps it clear. And he's looking to catch him up. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Mohamed Salah. And it's mainly because of his frightening pace. He's a huge threat when he's running at defenders, but he's also proved in recent times that he's a top-class finisher. Opposition defences are going to have to be wary about playing a high line because...
He's having a hit! Brilliant by Vitinha! About as smooth as it gets! And France are in front! You just know there is no stopping that.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
So, a breakthrough already. Oh, Red, nice interception. Looking for the run. That is good strength. Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Dembele looking to play it into the box.
Yeah, plenty of jostling in that box. They just need a good delivery.
Nicely weighted ball. That's been slipped through. So no flag here. Schlotterbeck does really well to win the ball there. And here's the chance to counter. He can run onto that. Mbappe.
Mbappe clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way. They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Tchouaméni. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Lovely feet. Tchouaméni. Played out wide. Back towards the middle. Manchester United are seeing plenty of the ball. He's had a shot! Oh, how's that for a goal? Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy. They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
It was the crispest of hits. He just crashed it in.
I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
Manchester United restore parity.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
Well, the lethargy in their play isn't a great look, and it was very evident on that occasion.
Bellingham did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Van Dijk wins the duel this time. Tonali. And it's Dembele. Tonali does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Bellingham. Van Dijk. That has not gone well. Looking for options for movement. Tchouaméni, Eder Militao. This is a promising build-up. Tonali. And it's Tonali. And this is Mohamed Salah. And that has left him in a heap. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
Well, talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he had much choice there, although he's paid for it.
So the last big chance perhaps before half-time.
Well, I suppose from the opposition's viewpoint, this was to be avoided.
Dembele! No, just not quite. Well timed, excellent interception. Hernandez.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Now Eder Militao. Now it's Mohamed Salah. And the referee says that is that for the first half. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Some first-half thoughts?
And this
I think
is
the
a quick
manager
reminder to
should
let
be
you know
pretty
that you'll
happy
be
that
able
his
to
side
catch
managed to
today's
come in
match
on level
broadcast
terms.
live
Things
on
seem to be
Hard
going
Rock FM
a little
station.
against them, but they stemmed the tide, got their equaliser, and I think we're in for an exciting second half now.
Manchester United are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score. And we are back underway.
Manchester United are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Hernandez. Eder Militao. And it's Van Dijk. Here's Tchouaméni. Tchouaméni, who does have an assist to his name. He's a sharp little ball here. Passing is crisp and sharp. He won't be happy with that one. Osimhen. Can he get it through? That looks a good ball through. He is through here. And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, nice touch. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That's a cute ball. Oh, nicely intercepted. Mohamed Salah being watched hawkishly here.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Mbappe. Tries to pass it through. No way through, so back it comes. Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Chance!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And it's Mendes. Mendes is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Tonali. Manchester United have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 11, Mbappe.
Hernandez.
Number 14,
Chouameni.
Mohamed Salah.
Hernandez.
Number 22, Wirtz.
And it's Tonali.
Number 6, Dembele. Coming on the
Beraldo.
field,
That's an
number
imaginative
20,
pass.
Vinicius
That has
Junior.
been cut short.
Number 21, Kvaratskhelia.
Chouameni.
Number 7, Eze.
Oh, there's a probing ball.
Number 13, Doku. Substitution.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Well, this is intriguing.
Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Can he finish? Goal! Manchester United! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Manchester United are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Manchester United have their lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Hernandez. Half an hour gone in the second half. And it's Tonali. Eder Militao. Here's Chouameni. Eze.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
He's found a way through. Opts to play it back. Can he get on the end of this? Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Aimed beyond the defence. Eder Militao. Manchester United close now to seeing this one through to the end. Doku picks it up out wide. No foul, says the referee.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
And that's clear cut, it's a free kick. And he's going to have his name taken.
Substitution for Manchester United.
So we have
Number
movement on
18,
both benches.
Tonali. Number 10, Eder Militao. Coming on the field, number 9, Bruno
Eze.
Guimaraes. Number 5,
Timber.
Gio. Substitution in progress.
Knocks it into
There will be
space.
3 minutes added time.
Schlotterbeck clears. Chouameni. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that will be the final act. Manchester United have won it by sheer force of character. As winning teams do, they managed to find that little extra when they needed it. Well, from behind, Jim, that is some win, isn't it?
They've taken advantage of...
Full clear evening, the conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So things are underway. And it's Tchouaméni. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, it's not very often you look at your goalkeeper as a source of inspiration, but I think we can make an exception for Gianluigi Donnarumma. Such an incredible player, one of the safest pair of hands around.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Wirtz, and he's been shifted off it. Vitinha, Mbappe. And this is Mohamed Salah. Now, can they get him away? That has ended up in no man's land. And it's Tonali. Nuno Mendes.
This is the time you need that pace.
And here's Bellingham. And he's made sure that's not getting through. First quarter of an hour gone. Bellingham. Osimhen. He's being urged to shoot. He is just caressing the ball. Oh, sweet feet.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
Over to the other side.
Well spotted.
Tchouaméni. And it's Tchouaméni. And it's Tonali. Eder Militao. Dembele. That's good play. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. He'll fancy himself from here. A real opportunity here from a position of great potential. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Manchester United with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Dembele is short. That's tidy. This is Dembele. Tonali. Showing good feet. He's having a hit! And the keeper's relieved to see that disappear wide.
Oh, he just got it ever so slightly wrong, Peter. There wasn't much in that at all.
Schlotterbeck. Now Van Dijk. Eder Militao. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And it's Mendes. And that interception was most necessary. And anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. In comes the corner.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Vitinha with the short one. Decent chance! Goal! France! The first significant strike. Just gorgeous, the most glorious, delicious of touches, followed up with an unerring finish.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
France have penetrated for the first time.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Eder Militao. Tonali looking to pass their way up the pitch. Now it's Dembele. Oh, that's neat. He's had it taken off him. Mbappe.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
The pass has gone astray. Tchouaméni. Tonali. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Beraldo getting this one clear. That's the end of the first 45. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Manchester United currently behind by 1-0 at the
Hello,
break.
attendees. This is a
Well, obviously
Lost
things
Children's
are not good,
announcement.
Peter. It
With
seems the
father
team
of a
were just
boy
a bit
in a
too
blue
busy
hat
playing within
hardly make his
themselves,
way to the
too tentative.
information
They
centre.
have to improve and make it fast.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Manchester United really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything. Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Mbappe picks it up out wide. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Oh, what has happened here? Tchouaméni works it forward, and it's Tonali. Tonali. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe driving forwards. Decent chance! Oh, wonderful effort, all by himself.
That was really positive from him. He was far too good for those defenders and nearly scored a cracker.
Pass somewhat off target. Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. And that could set him on his way. Oh, that's fabulous. And a chance! They want to be quick to recover this. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Hernandez. Nicely shaped ball. Wirtz is wide and looking to get onto this.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
That's an imaginative pass. Mohamed Salah under intense pressure.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Great vision. Spread neatly. Bellingham finding himself in space. Oh, that's nice. The pressing's intense and it's paid off.
Dembele, number 18, Tonali, number
Now it's
22,
Bellingham.
Wirtz,
Goal kick
number 14,
as confirmed by the
Mohamed
referee.
Salah. Coming on the field, number 13, Doku, number 29, Kai Havertz, number 7, Eze, number 21, Kvaratskhelia. Substitution in progress.
Your impression so far, Jim?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably.
Hernandez. Looking to play him in. Oh, he's found support out wide. And he's had it nicked away. Bellingham. Looking for options for movement. Ball in towards the middle. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Now, what about a counter-attack? Doku. Doku will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Into the last quarter of an hour. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that has put paid to that. Aimed beyond the defence.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
It's a promising position. Bellingham. Shapes to shoot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, he's been caught napping! And he lines up a cross. And there's his chance to lead the counter. The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
Well, I suppose they need something to break their way, Peter. Anything at this late stage.
And he's in on goal! That has been knocked clear.
Manchester United really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Tries to pass it through. That's a good run down the left. He's found the way through. Eze's cross. Donnarumma claims it. Safe hands. Hakimi. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Can he get on the end of this? He's found a way through. Lovely ball and a rip. Vinicius Junior! It is close, but that is the last of it. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it, but neither was able to add to the scoreline in the end.
To the screen right now for information.
How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Manchester United really didn't do an awful lot right there. They didn't do much at all.